Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a good start of this weekend, and welcome to this new video on Bonk. All right, wanted to do a full update. Bonk was very strong last week, or at least at the start of last week, and it's also been one of the cryptos that's been holding onto its its levels for the longest period of time. I mean, Bonk has basically been consolidating in some sort of way since the 18th of June. And if we compare that to Bitcoin, on the 18th of June, it was right here, right? So Bitcoin, the 18th of June, was at 66,000, all right? And since then, Bonk has actually been at the same levels, is even trading a bit higher. Bitcoin much lower. So Bonk compared to the market is very strong. Then last week we also had some strong momentum. We failed to break out, and it was also, if you watch my videos, you knew this would happen, right? I mean, in the end, if you zoom out here, Bonk is consolidating in some sort of a range. Where you place the top of the range is a little bit subjective. But between 2000 and 2800, and what I said is that, well, even when we had that momentum, which you can see right here early last week, we would need much more momentum or a bullish breakout from Bitcoin to break out of this range and break out above 2800. And then all of a sudden you're back at the same levels as the 20th of May and the beginning of June, which is, well, no cryptos or almost no cryptos are at that price. So it was to be expected that we would drop back down to the bottom of the range. That's where we are right now. And that's also why I think it's interesting to talk about Bonk again. Because the main thing we have to kind of talk about is that, all right, well, do we assume that this bottom of the range will hold again? Because if we do, then this is a buy opportunity, right? Because we've hit the bottom of the range, or at least we've gone towards it. I think we can still drop down a bit lower. If you look at Bonk itself right now, it's also not the strongest in the last couple of days, even though Bitcoin has tried to be strong. There's also no momentum. So I would say if you talk about the bottom of the range down here, I would say it's still most likely that we'll kind of drop down into that range. But then once we have dropped down into that, then if we assume that the consolidation will hold, then it's actually a great buy opportunity, right? Because that means that from somewhere in this area, you can buy all the way up to the top of the range. And that's a 28% move. So that's what we'll have to see. Now, do I think that that's most likely? Yes. However, in these market circumstances, like Bitcoin, this is the weekend, right? So a lot of the moves that we see in the weekend, I don't think we can trust. And I'm also not convinced by the bullish momentum from Bitcoin in the last week. All right, so I'm not just going to blind buy this bottom of the consolidation. But I do think, like I said, I think it's most likely we'll drop down into that. Once we drop down into that level and we do see some sort of momentum increase for Bonk, so that the open interest starts to increase, or we see a bullish divergence with the RSI, for example, which, by the way, is also going on right now, ironically. You can see we're making lower lows and higher highs on the RSI, even though the most recent extreme points are both higher lows. So, but if we see some sort of confirmation down there, and I will keep you updated on that, or at least I'll try to, then I will buy. So, for example, if we drop down into a 20,000 or a 2050, a level right there, and we break back above 2170, which is the top of this gray level right here, then that's enough confirmation for me to believe that the bottom of the consolidation will hold, and that therefore it can be a good trade to trade it all the way to the top of the range. So that's what I think about Bonk right now. Like I said, short term, I don't expect much movement, and the movement that we'll get is most likely going to be a bit more bearish. But then once we hit support, I expect bullish momentum, but I'll still keep you updated on that. So those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.